Okay, this is warm-up number one. Franco types math counts 50 times in total. How many more consonants does he have than vowels? Well, in math counts, there are 7 consonants. And there are only 3 vowels. So if he has 7 consonants times 50, that's going to give him a total of 350, right? 7 times 5 is 35. If he has 3 vowels times 50, that's going to give him 150. So he's going to have 200 more consonants than vowels. Vicky and Candace start a race, and at the same time, Vicky finishes at 28:47, and Candace finishes at 29:46. So we go from 28:47 to 29:46. I think easiest way to do this is how many seconds does it take to get from 28:47 to 29? Well, that's 13 seconds. And then from 29 to 46, well, obviously that's 46 seconds. So that's going to be 13 plus 46 is 49, 59 seconds. So that's the right answer. What is the sum of the degree measures of the interior angles of a regular octagon? Or if I imagine that I have an octagon, octagon, of course, has 5 sides. I mean, not 5, 8 sides. Then break the octagon into equal triangles. This works for any shape, by the way, to determine the sum of the degrees of the interior angles. Then I imagine that I have a circle here. Of course, a circle has 360 degrees. That means that each of these angles has to add up to 360. Well, 360 divided by 8 is 45 degrees. So this angle right here is 45. That means that the sum of these two angles has to be 180 minus 45, and 180 minus 45 is 135 degrees. So the sum of these two angles is 135, or 135, and I have that 8 times, so it's just 135 degrees times 8, and it gives me the answer, which is 1080 degrees, 1080 degrees. So here I have 1080 degrees. Vera's favorite coffee blend costs $1.32 per ounce, including tax. How much would it cost for George to buy Vera 1.5 pounds of her favorite coffee? Okay, well, don't forget that a pound is 16 ounces, so 1.5 pounds is 16 ounces plus a half a pound, which is 8 ounces, which is 24 ounces. So I'm looking for 24 ounces, and I have $1.32 per ounce. So that's the amount of money per ounce. And I'm not worried about tax because it's already included in that cost. So if I want to figure out how much this is going to cost, I do $1.32 per ounce. I'm going to put that in the denominator. It's sort of like we're doing dimensional analysis times 24 ounces. Notice that my units cancel out there. And I get just $1.32 times 24. That is 31.68. $31.68. Lily is going to the movies with Abby, B, and Jacqueline. Abby wants to sit at the end of the row. And B only cares that she's seated next to Jacqueline. And Lily is just so easygoing. She'll sit anywhere. So Abby wants to sit at the end, and B wants to sit next to Jacqueline. So I can have different configurations here. I have 4 seats. Abby always wants to be at the end. So I have one set where Abby is at the end here. And then B and Jacqueline want to be next to one another, so they could be in that configuration, or they could be in that configuration. And then, of course, Lily would just take the seat that's left over. But as you can see, there's going to be another set because B and J can go in these end seats as well. So that's 4 configurations, but notice that I can double it just by moving Abby to the end. So I'm going to double all of these, so I'm going to get 8 different ways that this will work.